Okay, so here we are. This is Sylvia Dana, looking fabulous, by the way. I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan, eXp Realty, and we have 54 people on, and I'd love you to chat with me and tell us where you're from, because it's always fun to see where everybody's coming from. I'm going to give you the next 10 seconds to figure out where the chat is. South Alabama, okay, Washington, Bentonville, Arkansas. Oh, you're going so fast. Oh, man. Okay, Midwest City, Oklahoma, Boston, Trenton, Michigan. Okay, Tuscaloosa, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's so many. San Antonio, Texas. Okay. Oh, phew. Okay, good job. Oh, my gosh. So we're from everywhere, and there's 57 of us. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm starting a whole new series, and I just want to welcome everybody. And this is, if this is great, if you, number one, have tried to set up your website before, but you were unsuccessful and need more information. If you're brand new to eXp and you haven't even touched it yet, or you're not new at eXp, but you haven't touched it yet. Okay, so this is how to set up your kVcore website from start to finish the best way possible. Okay, so some people say they were unsuccessful when they tried. So, okay, so let's do this. This is fun. How are y'all feeling about kVcore right now in our kVcore lives? You can just respond like sad face or red face or green face or whatever. Yellow, okay, hate it, love it. It's slow at times, big question marks, don't have a clue about it, okay. Somebody said blue, but I don't see the color blue in this. Unless that person's colorblind. A lot of people haven't even touched it. Some people getting there. All right, yeah, not loving it yet. Go green. Oh, somebody drew a picture somehow, fun. Okay, a lot of people need help, okay. Well, great, well, that's why we're here. So here's what we're gonna cover. Now, I did modify this since I posted this. There's a couple things I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to get to that. But here's what we're going to try to get through by 8:30. So 5 things you need to know about kVcore before starting, using my kVcore setup template, some information about your smart number and your domain, completing the agent profile, adding SEO search pages, adding testimonials and widgets, adding a secondary logo and changing featured images, editing website settings and the template and the colors and making sure you have your addresses the way you want them and your careers link is in there. We're also going to talk about installing the Facebook Messenger plugin, adding the Homekeeper blog as a custom page, and working with the navigation, activating some default campaigns, and then how to get support. Some people think that I am support, and I am not. Okay, but I will help, of course, whenever I can, but I get a lot of emails and messages, people ask me how to do stuff. And you guys, I don't know everything. I ask support all the time. You can, Kelly, you can pay me to set stuff up, but honestly, I can set it up and I will go over it with you, but it's until you really work with it, it's still gonna be Greek to you and you're not gonna use it. Unless you really push yourself. So yes, I do offer the service. There's a few people on here that I've done it for, and if maybe it gave them a push, I hope it did. But I just really think that the best thing you can do for yourself is dig into this thing. So that leads me to the 5 things that you need to know about kVcore. All right, so this is especially for you newbies. So kVcore is your front-facing consumer website. So that's one thing it has. And it offers lead generating tools. for you, okay? It's a CRM to manage your leads and your sphere and current clients and even other agents. And it's also drip campaign and mass email capable. Okay, so that's what it is. As people are chatting with me, and the lead generation definitely works. Yes, Joey. All right. Number two thing you should know about kVcore is it's not turnkey ready. You can't just sign up for it and then all of a sudden these leads are gonna magically come in your inbox, unfortunately. There's some things that we have to do not only to make the site look presentable the way we would want it to, maybe with the information we want it to, but also doing some tasks. So there is some setup on your part. The other thing that you need to know is it is an evolving product, meaning it is really, it's somewhat in beta. I mean, and if it's quite frustrating actually, but it's a little bit like EXP is in beta. And so we have, what I always tell people is even though we get frustrated and things don't always work, because they don't, and it's not just user error either, but even though that happens, we have an opportunity to share with kVcore what we want. We have an opportunity to share with them what's working, what's not working, and help them build something for us, because we are, I think, the biggest users of kVcore right now. I'm not really sure on that. I know we were one of the first users of kVcore. That's just something I want you to consider. The other thing is its lead generating capabilities are very powerful. They're just not automatic. And number 5, this is so important. You really do need some sort of online presence or digital media, social media presence if you want to generate free online leads, okay? So those are 5 things you need to know. And let's talk about this free leads versus paid leads. So free leads you can get, but you have to put in the time and invest in that learning curve with kVcore to get the free leads and not have to pay anybody to get you leads or not have to pay anybody to do stuff to your website or post things for you. There are services that will post squeeze pages for you or whatever, do Facebook ads for you. So if you don't want to pay for that stuff, you can do this yourself and get leads and enough leads to fill your pipeline. You really, truly, absolutely can. It does take some effort. Or you can get paid leads, and you can do that a variety of ways through the kVcore Marketplace. On the kVcore dashboard, there's a link called Marketplace, and you can sign up for Making It Rain or Facebook advertising or Google advertising and pay them to do it for you and not do anything as far as lead generation is concerned. So I like free, okay? So again, to generate the free leads online, because a lot of us came into EXP because we heard we were gonna get free leads, right? Well, you are, you gotta work for them though. All right, you've got to post your website links and your squeeze page links on digital channels. So I talked to somebody yesterday and she's like, wow, I did not get that part. I did not get that, you know, these squeeze pages, when I created them, I thought I created them and then things just happened. No, you gotta take the links and post them places. And so this series that I'm going to do is going to cover as much as we can possibly get into. And I'm going to learn things that I haven't even been willing to learn about kVcore yet in this whole series. I don't know how long it's going to go, but we're starting here with just setting up the website. And next week, we'll start getting into more of the lead generation part, okay? So today is setting up the website. Next time we'll be creating your first squeeze pages, where to post them, that kind of thing. And then we'll go on, okay? So, but let's talk a little bit more about these digital channels. Some of you, only a few of you probably, but some of you don't even have a Facebook business page. Now, I will tell you, after the day I had on Facebook, I wish I did not have to have a Facebook account. I had a rough Facebook day. If I would just not pay attention to what people post, I'd be good. But you have to have a Facebook business page. Somebody told me that she thought, or she heard somewhere, that Facebook business pages were going to the wayside, she said. And I've never heard such a thing. And that's a hard no. I think that it's very important that you have a Facebook business page, because the more presence you can have online with your name, Sylvia Dana, associated with EXP Realtor, EXP Realty, Realtor, Real Estate, Michigan, Grand Rapids, the more association and online presence you can have with those keywords for your own, for your own branding, through social media and other digital channels, the better for you. So I always say this, and I still mean it. Grant Cardone, in his 10X rule book, says your number one goal should be to break through obscurity. And by having an online presence, it's going to help you do that. I have a business partner that we work a lot together. We're not really business partners, but I recruited her to EXP, and we work together a lot and just talk a lot, and we're best friends. And so anyway, so she really doesn't have much of an online presence. And so, and she knows it, and she's working on it. But it triggered when a lead that she got contacted her, or she contacted this lead somehow, or it was referral. I can't really remember. And when she talked to the woman said, well, I can't find you anywhere. I can't find you online. And so that was you want to be found, and you want to be easily found. So Jody is asking that people want to be your Facebook friend, but it's hard to get them to follow your business page. I don't know what it is. So I stopped. So when I first started really working on my business page, and this is not a Facebook class right now, but I will touch on it. When I first started with my business page, I did initially start inviting a lot of people to like my page. And as the business page, I would go and like other business pages, like as my business page and also as myself. So both profiles, and that would help. And then what I started doing on my Facebook business page is I started promoting other businesses that were related to what I do, whether it was a contractor, or we have this organization in my community called Home Repair Services, a nonprofit, really cool. They do cool stuff. So I'll post something of them and then tag them, and then once in a blue moon, maybe once or twice a week, maybe 3 times, I will share something as myself, as my personal profile, onto my personal page from my business page, and that helps. And it's just evolved, and I just, I don't have too many people. I mean, I have like 370 or 380 people, and I don't know a lot of them. I don't know. And people are sharing some great things here too, by the way. So check in the chat. So Facebook business page. Also, another one I think you should have is Instagram. It's so easy what's great about Instagram is you can really do mostly your personal stuff. Take pictures of the food, and take pictures of the travel, and take pictures of the animals and the pets and the flowers and the friends, and interesting photography that you like, and business related stuff, and put it all on your Instagram. And then you can do is set it up so everything on that Instagram page automatically goes to your Facebook business page. And people enjoy seeing the personal things too. You get a lot of engagements that way, actually. So you can, mix it. Your Instagram can really be a mix of both personal and business, of course, if it's appropriate. Okay. Another thing you should definitely have and get, if you haven't, is you should set up your business on Google My Business. Okay, definitely do this. This is where people can, give you Google reviews. This is where you're going to just have more information about yourself and have things like your scheduling link and your phone number. So when people search for eXp Realty in, Grand Rapids, or that's where I am, that you'll be more likely to come up and they will see your page, especially if they type in your name, they'll see your page and be able to review you right there. Now, one thing you have to do is you have to verify an address. And what you can do is you can verify with your personal home address and just opt to not show your personal home address online. And then just in the About section, put your broker address or your mailing address. So I have like a P.O. box, so I put my broker address because that's a rule in my state to do that in my advertising, plus my mailing address. And then I have all the areas I serve in a map that's linked to the page, a Google page. So it's really cool. You really need to do it. I get a lot of leads from that without paying anything. Yes, Jerry, Google My Business is the bomb. And then I want to challenge you to make sure you're doing stuff on LinkedIn. And I'm not saying post a bunch of properties on LinkedIn necessarily, but use this as your network with other agents, because we, as eXp agents, we would like to develop relationships with other real estate agents and find out what they're doing in their business and maybe recruit them, or just learn from them, collaborate with them. Other community leaders, vendors. I got hooked up with a great electrician that I'm so glad I met through LinkedIn. He messaged me. And it was great. And also a couple of, a tax guy who sponsored a lot of my lunch and learns and reached out to me on LinkedIn. It's where you can network with other vendor possibilities and business owners. So that's that's 4 things I think you should definitely do. Thanks, Mike. You are so sweet. Okay. So there you go. That's to get us started here. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the setup template. Some of you asked for my template, and I'm calling it the kVcore setup template 2.0. And it's really the same. It's just organized a little better. And so I am going to, when I record this and I publish this and I post this, this slide presentation, the link to this template will be in there. So it'll be a link to this template that you can just view online, or you can make a copy of or download. And this front page is going to just give you instructions, to make a copy of it if you'd like to. And then to notice that these are Google Sheets at the bottom with different tabs. I also want you to notice that I have training links inside the template. And that also, I recommend that you use this training template to set yourself up by yourself. All right, at the bottom here, more tabs is your website setup tab. And this is what we're gonna focus on today, is this part. But the rest of the setup that we're gonna start on next week is your lead generating links, okay? And again, this template is just a way to organize yourself as you're getting started and getting used to how to do things. Eventually you won't use anything like this, but I think it's a good primer to help. It's like a checklist for all the different possibilities. And then there's one for campaigns, okay? What the kVcore setup template is gonna help you do is gonna help you set up your website. It's gonna help you think about all the different lead generating links you can create and help you create them and organize them. Also call capture text codes, market reports, seller squeeze pages, single property squeeze pages, multi-property squeeze pages, and campaigns. So on this first page of the template for website setup, This template is designed for you, and I designed it for myself when I started doing website setups for people. And then I'm like, I can share this template with people and they can set themselves up. Won't that be great? So some people do use it and they say they like it. So